Good morning, everybody. This is Thelma. This morning, I want to talk about upgrading ourselves so that we can be the best version of ourselves that we can be. Very often, we hear about different upgrades done by, phone companies, phone manufacturing companies like Apple. We hear about upgrades done by computer manufacturers and things like that. Even television and all kinds of gadgets around us today are constantly being upgraded to a better version of what they originally were. And it occurred to me that as human beings, we are more or less the best machine the best tool, the best machine that we have, to determine or to become whatever we choose to be. Okay, because in as much as we believe in God and in the existence of the universal intelligence, we are the tool through which God can operate. We are the tool through which the universal intelligence can be creative, can produce or can create, things. And so it makes sense that as human beings, we ought to upgrade ourselves as frequently as possible. Now, how often you choose to upgrade yourself is entirely up to you. But how effectively you upgrade yourself, is what I want us to look at today. Every year you hear people talk about New Year resolutions, and New Year resolutions. I've been there, I've done that. We've all at some point or another formed or had a New Year resolution of sorts. For some people, it is a resolution of sorts that they come up with when they go through traumatic experiences. For some people, it is proclamations that they make when dealing or while dealing with addictions of different kinds, and so they have to make proclamations about the kind of changes that they hope to see. Some of those situations are good, but an ideal situation, because when you think about it, the Apples and the Microsoft and the rest of them don't wait until there's something faulty with the existing version before they choose to upgrade the existing version. And so why do we wait until we feel that there's something faulty in our circumstance at the moment before we choose to upgrade ourselves to that next level? Part of what you want to look at when you think about upgrading yourself is you want to look at upgrading yourself mentally. You want to look at upgrading yourself spiritually. You want to look at upgrading yourself physically. You want to look at upgrading yourself intellectually, and on those different levels. And so every so often, we want to look at where we are right now. It's important that we look at where we are right now and think about what is the next level to that position, to that place where I am right now. And you want to be very specific and definite about it. Like I always say, nothing is more specific than what is written down, whatever thoughts we've written down on paper. Because you can read it, it becomes more visual. When you read it, you can see it. It becomes more visual when you have it written down. And so my encouragement to you is this, and this is maybe a little exercise that you can do to help you with determining how best to upgrade yourself. For one thing, get a little book of sorts, a diary or whatever you want to call it. And, you can call it an upgrade diary. And determine in that diary, write down in that diary how often you want to upgrade yourself. Do you want to upgrade yourself? Because it doesn't really matter, it doesn't really matter the dimension of time. We put a limitation to time. We determine whether or not 3 weeks is long enough. We determine whether or not 6 months is long enough. We determine whether or not 1 year is long enough. Whatever period you determine for yourself is how frequently you want to upgrade yourself. Then write down, choose, a period. It can be 6 months and 1 year and 5 years. You can choose to do an upgrade, every so often, and so write down the periods within which you want to sit down and begin to reevaluate where you are currently in your spiritual life, in your mental situation, in your intellectual situation, two different things. Physically, in family-wise, relationships and things like that. Write down the different aspects of your life that you want to upgrade. And then when you have done that, you can also itemize where you're at right now in those different aspects of your life. You have a column for where you're at right now, and then you want to have a column for what kind of upgrades you can do to improve where you're at right now in each of those different areas. And be very specific about it, be very detailed about it. And when you have done that, from time to time, you want to sit down and look at where you want to go and begin to visualize it. The more you visualize it, the more you're turning on your creative imagination to help you come up with the ways, the changes or the things that you can do to change where you're at right now so that you can upgrade yourself. Remember, I talked yesterday about, us loving ourselves and loving other people based on our current level of awareness. And I've also talked in the past about self-awareness. And so you can see how very important, because if you leave your growth level or your improvement level to chances are nothing might happen, or you might not grow as effectively as you want to grow, or you may not grow, in a timely manner to the level that you need to be at, to the level that you need to be operating at. So always consider that maybe none of us are operating at the best version, because if we were made in God's image, now, not to say that, there's anything wrong with where you're at right now. That's just where you're at right now. However, if you were made in God's image, you were made in perfection, you were made, to have a certain quality, which we probably have not yet attained. If you can look at yourself and you think that there's any aspect of you that is not, God-like or, Christ-like, or you haven't found that royalty within you to awaken yourself, to realize who you are, to grow into yourself and be the person that you were meant to be, then it's probably important for you to upgrade yourself more frequently than other people who have maybe achieved the level of success that you are seeking to achieve. So in every aspect of our life, and nobody is there yet. So no matter how successful you are in life, you're not yet there. Everybody at some point or another needs to be growing to that next level, which means that we all need to be upgrading ourselves. So this is me at this level, 1.0, you want to call it, whatever you want to call it. Part of what I'm doing is also upgrading myself. And so all of this is part of me being willing to learn and identify what areas of my life needs an upgrade, and taking the necessary action to upgrade myself in that area of my life, in that aspect of my life. And so it's very important that you do same and encourage the other people around you, the people that you spend the most time with. Encourage them to constantly upgrade themselves to that next level, because again, you are the average of the people that you're always with. And so if the people that you're always with are of an older version of themselves, or the same version of themselves that they've been in the last 2 years, 5 years, 10 years, then you're not growing. It means that you are not growing. If they're not growing, then you're not growing. And so you want to carry other people along, your family, your friends, your loved ones, your colleagues, the people that you interact with most of the time. Carry everybody along with you. But more importantly, you can't help other people to grow if you're not focused on growing yourself. So again, my encouragement to you this morning is seek to upgrade yourself. Seek to upgrade yourself to a better version of yourself, so that when you have gotten there and you have conquered that version, you can now upgrade yourself to that next level. Never stop growing. Never stop growing. Keep watching this. Some of the blogs that I've put out in the past. Some of them give you some suggestions on what you can do to grow. Surround yourself with mentors. Read books of the things that you want to upgrade yourself to. Constantly keep changing. The human mind is very vast. Our ability, to create, our ability to be the best version of who we are is limitless. And so stop limiting yourself to where you are right now. No matter how comfortable it feels, there's always another level that you need to upgrade yourself to. I love you guys. As always, share this video, share your comments with me. Go ahead and subscribe to my blog and my video, and I will send out more information to you to help you grow and to help you upgrade yourself as I continue to upgrade myself. Thank you, and I will talk to you later. You have a wonderful rest of your day. Bye-bye.